Folks, I'll never understand why anyone would believe anything the media reports on. Throughout the pandemic, from beginning to end, the establishment media and the politicians who own them were wrong day after day after day. And I sounded the alarm bells on that whole thing from the first day I ever heard about it. Why? Because the media and politicians were the pilots on that plane. So now, in the wake of the release of the very important, but also very well done film Sound of Freedom, I know that I did the right thing by going to see the movie before any of them could predictably play defense for child trafficking and pedophilia. Did my prediction come true? Well, it was less of a prediction and more of a spoiler. Hey folks, your resident man in black is back again for a new edition of the best kept secret in the conservative movement, things that need to be said. For MRCTV, I'm Nick Kangadis. Really quick, head on over to Rumble, subscribe to our channel, and hit that plus button. And no matter where you watch our videos, please share, like, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. I actually read what you guys have to say, and I occasionally respond, so don't be shy. Now, on with the show. You really have to wonder whether some of these professional critics actually watch the Sound of Freedom movie, because instead of focusing on the quality and content of the film, many media outlets, almost as if it was a coordinated effort, attempted to paint the film's star, Jim Caviezel, as a QAnon conspiracy theorist in a clear double standard. Those of you that have seen my work before know I bring receipts. The Washington Post: Sound of Freedom is a box office hit whose star embraces QAnon. The low-budget film about child sex trafficking almost topped the box office on July 4th, but its star, Jim Caviezel, has linked it to the QAnon movement. The Guardian: Sound of Freedom, the QAnon-adjacent thriller seducing America. Jim Caviezel stars as a hero trying to stop child traffickers in a paranoid new movie turning into a surprise box office hit. Rolling Stone: Sound of Freedom is a superhero movie for dads with brainworms. The QAnon-tinged thriller about child trafficking is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. These outlets have even tried to characterize who the film is based on, hero Tim Ballard, as QAnon-adjacent and as having far-right affinities. What are they also threatened by? Maybe it's the fact that both Caviezel and Ballard are both devout in their religious beliefs. Maybe it's the fact that many powerful people, perhaps even the people that pay their salaries, might be involved in one way or another in child trafficking and slavery. Or maybe because outlets like theirs have played defense for what they like to call minor attracted persons, or as those of us with a conscience might call, pedophiles and groomers. Or maybe they're just continuing to be what they've always been. And you might be asking yourself, Nick, what do you mean?
Oh, I'll feed you, baby birds.
Well, remember those receipts I was talking about? I bring receipts. And do you remember Netflix's Cuties? That was a pedo's dream come true? The Washington Post: September 17th, 2020. Cuties is an unflinching look at what it means to be a preteen girl. No wonder people can't handle it. The Guardian: September 14th, 2020. Cuties review: Netflix's controversial child exploitation film is bold, flawed, and misunderstood. Rolling Stone: Cuties reviews: a coming-of-age movie caught in the culture wars. Thanks to a major marketing mistake, this award-winning French movie has been accused of sexualizing girls. It's actually a sensitive portrait of growing pains that deserves to be seen. Could you all please make it less obvious that you're acting in defense of harming children? And even if we just focus on Caviezel and Ballard and the claim that they're QAnon and far-right, Hollywood and its loyal subjects, critics, didn't have a problem with people like Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, and Harvey Weinstein until they were confronted with the ugly truth that most of them knew the entire time. And they still played defense for Polanski and Allen.
And the Oscar goes to Roman Polanski for The Pianist.
So that's just one indication of their double standards right there. Oh yeah, And these are the same people who play defense for the gross gay dudes who like to jiggle their dongs around in front of little kids during parades, drag queens who dance like strippers while children put dollars in their clinging to life G-strings, and men pretending to be women beating the crap out of actual women because they couldn't measure up against real men. Hollywood, politicians, and the establishment media that hold water for them can save me their sanctimonious bullshit. As I do on Twitter to clearly evil people, I'll close out with my usual response to their nonsensical and dangerous meanderings. You provide no value to society except to divide it. Accordingly, you have been recognized as an enemy of the people. Hashtag, we see you. So go see Sound of Freedom. For one, to piss off the left and their defense of pedos and traffickers. 2, in order to support the movie and spread its message. And 3, because...
In the film, there's a line in there where he says, why are you doing this? And I say to him, as Tim said, because God's children are not for sale. They're not for sale. You can't do it anymore, Satan. And we're coming after you. And I'm not afraid, and I'd ask you all not to be afraid either, because they're worth saving.
So, how long until I'm labeled as QAnon or far right? Oh wait, that's right, they already call me those things among many other far more vile insults. Or were these things that just needed to be said? Let me know in the comments, where I do read most and reply to some. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel on Rumble and hit that plus button. If you like this video, don't forget to share, comment, and give it a thumbs up. Those are the best ways to help these videos reach more people, and it's the best way to let us know you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might actually let you know when MRCTV comes out with a new video, if they haven't censored it or taken it down yet. Like us on Facebook, check out more of our work at MRCTV.org, and if you want to support our content and the conservative movement, head on over to MRC.org/donate to help us out, since we're a non-profit and couldn't do what we do without all of you. For MRCTV, I'm Nick Kangadis.